What's up, guys? It's DToxicz here, otherwise known as Andrew, and I am bringing you guys my next episode of the Pick 10 series. This episode we're going to be going over the PDW. Before I actually get into the episode, guys, I want to say I'm sorry that I haven't been posting recently, but I've been really like in the school and stuff recently. I got final exams and stuff like that coming up next week for college. I've had a lot of stuff going on this week and a lot of stuff I've really had to take care of in terms of like projects, end of year stuff. You guys know the deal with school and all that kind of stuff. That's why I haven't uploaded this week, and I've also been really sick too, but I've actually just started feeling better today. So I'm going to be bringing you guys a ton of new content because school's over pretty much now for me. So sorry I haven't been uploading recently, but hopefully in the mass spam of videos that I'm planning on getting out soon, that's going to be fixed. So let's dive in right into the PDW class here, guys. First on the PDW here, actually I have this thing maxed out. I have this thing up to the millimeter scanner, and I've been playing around with some of the attachments and things like that on it. And I figured that the best thing to do is go with the PDW using the primary gunfighter wildcard down here. And you want to go with adjustable stock, fast mag, and suppressor. Now, adjustable stock is one that you don't see many people using. Adjustable stock is really good in this game, guys. If you guys remember Stalker from Modern Warfare 3, it's basically Stalker. And it basically just allows you to aim down your sight, walk around, and because of the way that the PDW works, it's amazing iron sights and everything like that. This will help you win your long-range gunfights as much as you possibly can. Fast mag, just because the gun has 50 rounds in the clip, and usually since it's an SMG, you want to reload really fast in skirmishes, so you really want to get, reloaded and stuff like that really quickly. And then of course the suppressors, that way you stay off the UAV, and that also complements what I'm talking about next here is my perk 1s. I actually have Ghost and Hardline, so I have perk 1 Greed as my wild card down here. And for perk 1 I have Ghost because this is actually kind of like my stealthy class. Like I kind of play this around more or less a team deathmatch scenario, but I'll get into detail about that once we get into the gameplay. But I have Hardline because in team deathmatch and kill-based game modes, it's really hard to be able to get, point streaks and things like that in this game. So got to use Hardline, especially for the kill streaks that I'm going to be running. Rocking cold-blooded, so that way, like, kill streaks and things like that don't see me, and it's harder for enemies to see me. Like if I'm waiting in a corner or something like that because I'm reloading and someone comes around the corner, they might miss me because my red name will pop up. And then dexterity, because dexterity is always good. And then plus, what else are you really going to run in team deathmatch like other than tactical mask? But if you really think about it, dexterity will help out a lot more, especially when you're running away and trying to get out of situations really quickly. So, and I also have no secondary, no lethal, and no tactical in this class. However, guys, if you guys don't want to use the adjustable stock or the suppressor, I definitely recommend using the fast mag though. Always use fast mag on the PDW. But if you don't want to use adjustable stock or suppressor and you just want to use 2 attachments, I definitely recommend taking off one of these, taking off primary gunfighter, and putting in either a lethal Semtex grenade or regular grenade, and putting in a concussion grenade. So without further ado, guys, I'm going to jump into the gameplay here, and I'm going to show you guys how to use this weapon really effectively. Alright guys, now that we're in the gameplay here, this is actually going to be a gameplay using that same exact class. I'm going to be playing Hijack Team Deathmatch, and I'm using the score streaks, the UAV, the Lightning Strike, and the AGR. To get a little bit in depth on my score streaks here, I'm using the UAV because that's always important to be using the UAV in Team Deathmatch, because not only does it help you out knowing where the enemies are at, but it also helps out your teammates who may or may not be just as good as you are. And of course the Lightning Strike, just because it's always good to get them quick kills. You never know, you might be getting some quick kills with the Lightning Strike, and in Team Deathmatch every single kill counts. And the AGR because, I kind of want to just throw something in there that you don't really have to worry about controlling or anything like that. Like something where you're just like, okay, here, I'll just throw it out and it'll do the work for me. So that's kind of the point of the AGR there. And it's also a really good kill streak, especially if you're just looking to, get some quick kills. Now, before I actually get in and talk about the gun, I want to talk about the gameplay a little bit because the gameplay is not that impressive, guys. I'm going to say straight out that I hate this gun. I think I would rather go and use nothing on my class but a knife rather than use this gun. Like, I understand that people think it's good, and I definitely I can understand where they're coming from when they say it's good. But the problem that I'm having with the gun is, like, I just never seem to win gunfights with it. Like, in this gameplay, like, a few times I'll just have really bad aim, but then sometimes it's like I'll have good aim and I think that I should win the gunfight, but I don't. And it's really kind of annoying for me. And I have a lot of different guns that I enjoy much better than the PDW. So I'm actually kind of like to the point to where it's like, alright, I just kind of want to get out of gameplay and explain a little bit about the guns, that way you guys can do a little bit better with it if you struggle like I do. But basically the point of this weapon is to basically run around, or this class in general is actually to run around and be stealthy. Basically you just want to run around the map and try to be as stealthy as possible, moving from room to room, and just trying to stay off the UAV as much as possible. That's basically the whole point of this class, in a nutshell. But the real thing that makes the PDW so good and why so many people like it is because, first of all, because of its iron sights. Because the iron sights on it are really, really strong. Like, they're really good, they're really clear, they show, you know, the enemy really well when you're aiming down the sight. And then the other really good thing about the gun, that has the most range in its class. It has the most range in the SMG class, which is why a lot of people enjoy putting silencer on it, because they're still getting a little bit more range than the rest of the SMGs while having a silencer on it. So it's a really, really, really good weapon to put a silencer on. However, it's also really good not to use a silencer on if you're just looking to run around and just kill Horbit. Maybe if you got a teammate running counter UAV or something like that, keeping you off the UAV, stuff like that. That's also really, really good. So I definitely recommend using this gun the way that I have set up, because I didn't find any success with it any other way. This gun was really, really hard for me to review because I really don't like it, and it's really hard to review a gun that you don't like. So I tried my best reviewing this gun, and the best that I could, but it's kind of a challenge, especially in a series that's really about my opinion on the gun. I mean, my opinion flat out is just don't use the gun, but I see a lot of people using it, and I can understand why they would like it. So if you do like this gun, you know, let me know. Maybe I'm missing something. Maybe you guys can, like, give me a tip or something like that on how to be better with this gun, because I don't know, it just doesn't work for me, as you guys could plainly see flat out here. But this is the best class that I could definitely find for this gun, and I'm sure that even some of you guys that are really good with this gun could definitely make use of this class, because it's a really, really strong gun for being stealthy and running around the map and such. So I really find that, you know, this class setup could be even used on people that are actually really good with this gun as well. So this gameplay is actually going to be coming to a close in a little bit here. There's not really too much more to say about the gun other than the fact that it has the biggest clip size of its class as well, which pretty much allows for the spray and pray factor, which is why a lot of people enjoy putting laser sight on it. But I didn't find it necessary, especially with using adjustable stock on it, because you could pretty much just aim down the sights and swivel from side to side just as much as the laser sight. And then, oh, look at that. Walk outside, get knifed when you see a triple in front of you. Oh, story of my life. But as you guys can see, the gameplay is wrapping up here. So probably for my next episode, guys, I'm going to be doing the Vector. So I hope you guys enjoyed my pick 10 for my PDW. And if you guys have any comments or questions or anything about the gun, or if you guys have any suggestions for me on anything that I could do to make this series better, or anything that I could do to make my gun skill better with the PDW, please let me know, and I'll be seeing you guys next time.